Today was turning out to be a really great day, thought the Joker. He had finally gotten Peppa Pig's brother George's little baby dinosaur toy. The Joker didn't seem to mind that most of his toys weren't happy being there. But wait a minute, where was the little dinosaur that he had just taken a few hours earlier? It was gone. How could somebody possibly steal from the Joker? The Joker was the one that did all the stealing. Meanwhile, back at Catboy's house, the PJ Masks gang were busy watching their favorite action TV show. But the Joker had other plans in mind. He knew that they were good friends with George, and that they had probably snuck into his room while he was eating dinner and stolen George's toy back. So he had his own little plan to kidnap everybody. The PJ Masks were so into their favorite action show that they didn't even notice the Joker behind them. And before they knew it, the Joker had them all wrapped up in his big burlap sack. The Joker said, "I'm going to drag you to the forest where I have a very, very special surprise waiting for you. And once you see it, you'll start talking." Heh, he said. The PJ Masks, however, had no idea what the Joker was talking about, and had no idea what they were going to say once they got there. "My cement mixing truck will bury you up to your necks in concrete if you don't start talking. Now where is my little pet dinosaur? I don't care that it was George's. It's mine now, and if you don't start talking, you'll all end up at the bottom of the ocean," said the Joker. "This is crazy," exclaimed Catboy. "We have no idea what you're talking about." "Yes," said Gecko, "we have no idea what you're talking about." Owlette said, "Please come back, Joker, let's talk about this. We didn't have anything to do with George's dinosaur." But the Joker wasn't having any of it. He said, "I'm going to go off and take a nap and let you guys think very carefully about where my dinosaur is. And you know what happens if you don't." Suddenly, Catboy had a great idea. He could use his cat sense to call any animals from near and far to come to his rescue. So he sent the message out. But who would come? Who would be able to rescue them? It's Hulk! "Help us!" screamed the PJ Masks. "Smash this concrete and let us go!" And so Hulk smashed, and he smashed with his great big muscles. And the PJ Masks said, "Once this concrete's broken, we have to catch the Joker. He did it all. It's his fault." And Hulk with his mighty muscles smashed and smashed into the concrete, and they all broken around his big green feet. "That's it, Hulk. Good job. A few more hits and we'll be free. Come on, a few more." And Hulk mightily smashed one more time, and the PJ Masks were free. "Thank you, Hulk," they all exclaimed. "We're so lucky the strongest superhero in the world came to our rescue today. You were just the perfect person to come and do it. And as much as we'd like to go and help you catch the Joker, we've got to go make sure Peppa Pig and her little brother George is okay before we go after the villain. So Hulk, if you have time, can you please go catch the Joker and keep him here until we get back?" And Hulk said, "I'll happily oblige." No sooner than had the PJ Masks left that the Joker came back to check and see if they were ready to talk. But instead of seeing the PJ Masks, he saw a big green Hulk there and broken concrete all over the ground. "What's going on?" he said. "Where are my PJ Masks? What did you do with them, Hulk?" And Hulk said, "Get over here, Joker. I've got a special surprise for you now." Hulk grasped the little Joker in his big mighty hands and packed all the concrete around him. And now the Joker was getting a taste of his own medicine. Ha ha ha. You can wait here until the PJ Masks get back. And let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 to this exciting episode. Thanks for watching Lemon Pie Land. Bye bye. It was a beautiful day, and George was happily playing with his favorite pet dinosaur in the park. He said to his little dinosaur, "I love you, and I'm going to be your best friend forever. And we'll be together forever and ever," he thought. And he played happily with his little dinosaur. Nothing could go wrong when George was with his pet dinosaur. Little did George know that the Joker was also in the park, and the Joker had seen George's wonderful little pet dinosaur. Now the Joker, being the bad guy that he is, decided to run up and steal George's pet dinosaur. "Oh no," thought George. "Heh heh heh," thought the Joker. "Now I have a wonderful pet dinosaur," as he ran away. Poor George, he just lost his best friend. What was he going to do? But George wasn't one to panic. He knew that the Joker was really terrible at hiding, and he had just the plan to catch him. So George reached into his pocket and pulled out his handy phone. George knew that Batman wasn't around, so he decided to call Spider-Man. But then he found out Spider-Man was sick. Cough, cough, said Spider-Man. I'm sorry, George. I'm bedridden. I'd love to come and help you get your dinosaur back, but listen to me. I can't even get out of bed, he said. George didn't miss a beat. He knew exactly what to do. PJ Masks, of course. They were always willing to help, so he called them. Oh, hey, George, said Catboy. Yeah, we're just watching TV. We're not doing much. What can we do for you? How can we be of service? Oh, is that so? Okay, we'll take care of it. Catboy knew exactly what to do. He decided to pay Spider-Man a visit and bring some medicine. Hey, Spider-Man, he said. And Spider-Man said, what are you doing here, Catboy, and what are you holding? No, I don't want any part of that. I'm fine and I'll get better on my own. I've got chicken soup and a nice, comfortable bed. I'm fine. You don't need to do that. But Catboy said, we need your help. George needs your help, and I'm going to give you this medicine. Now, Spider-Man was a pretty brave guy, but he was definitely scared of needles. But he knew George needed his help, and that's what a superhero's got to do. Catboy said, don't worry, this won't hurt a bit, as he poked and prodded the needle into Spider-Man's bare bottom. I feel incredible, shouted Spider-Man as he bounced out of bed and flexed his big spidey arms. I'm ready to go, look at me, I'm a superhero. And Catboy knew he had saved the day. There's no time to waste, said Spider-Man. I've got to go rescue a dinosaur and make little George happy again. There's no way the Joker's gonna get away with this. Meanwhile, Joker was returning back to his secret lair, or as his mother liked to call it, his bedroom. He was gonna add another toy to his collection. He was so happy. This little dinosaur can go right here on my desk. Look at all my toys. I have got almost every toy I've ever wanted, and I haven't had to pay a dime. What toy shall I play with now? I know, I'll play with my Mario toy. That'll be fun, thought the Joker. George's little dinosaur wondered where he was, and who all these other toys were. And he knew he shouldn't be here, and he really started to miss George. But luckily for him, Spider-Man was already there and was planning his rescue. Spider-Man was still a little woozy from all the medication, so his aim wasn't perfect, and he knocked the dinosaur over. But he did finally manage to get a good suction hold on his head, and he pulled the dinosaur to safety. Yay for George! George hadn't even waited for 5 minutes, and here was Spider-Man bringing his dinosaur. I thought you were sick, Spider-Man. And Spider-Man said, well, PJ Masks came by and gave me some really good medicine. Here's your dinosaur back. And George said, thank you, Spider-Man, thank you. And how did you catch the Joker, Spider-Man? How'd you do it? And Spider-Man said, well, would you like to see? Well, maybe I'll show you next time. Bye. Ah, thought Spider-Man, a little break from crime fighting to sit down on the toilet and catch up with today's news. Nobody to bother me. Nobody needs Spider-Man right now. I can take a little break. No sooner than he had spoken, somebody started walking through the door. Oh, it was another superhero, Gecko. Come on, Gecko. You can't go to the toilet right now. I'm using it. Please come back later. Spider-Man's having a well-deserved break. And with that, Gecko turned around and left the bathroom, even though he really had to go pee. I spend all day rescuing people. Can't I just have a little break to go to the toilet? Thought Spider-Man. But no sooner than he had spoken, Catboy started walking in, asking to use the toilet too. And Spider-Man said, I'll tell you what I told Gecko. I'm using the toilet now, so please wait outside until I'm done. I need a little break. But Catboy inched closer and closer and said, it's an emergency, Spider-Man. Spider-Man said, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait. So Gecko and Catboy were now left stuck outside, having to go to the toilet really badly. Spider-Man was beginning to wonder, why were there so many people lining up for the superhero bathroom today? I mean, why do all superheroes need to go to the toilet at the same time? He thought. What's this now? Who's coming in now? Can't I just read my newspaper a little bit? And sure enough, the third member of PJ Masks came walking in. It was Owlette. Absolutely not, shouted Spider-Man. Go back with your friends and wait until I'm done. As you can see, I'm in the middle of using the toilet. Owlette whimpered, and she left the room, of course needing to go to the toilet really badly. Spider-Man thought to himself, if everyone keeps interrupting me, I'll never be able to finish, and I'll never even be able to read my newspaper either. Suddenly, everything went nice and quiet, and Spider-Man started to relax and enjoy his newspaper, and he thought, finally I'll be able to go to the toilet. But little did he know, something else was coming in the room. A ghost, shouted Spider-Man, and for a moment he didn't know what to do, and he fell off the toilet, quickly stood up, and ran out of the room. Not terribly brave for a superhero. But now, nobody could use the toilet because there was a scary ghost in there. Now what we need is a superhero to get rid of this ghost from the toilet. Luckily, PJ Masks were waiting just outside the door, and they came rushing in after they heard the commotion. What's going on, they said. What is this? Who are you? And then suddenly they heard the sound of Gecko coming from the ghost. And Gecko said, I thought I'd wear my Halloween costume a few days early and scare Spider-Man, and then that way we could all use the toilet. Wow, what a great idea. There's only one problem. It looks like Spider-Man forgot to flush the toilet. Oh no.